welcome to this episode of Passport to Payments. I've got Pablo from AWS joining me here today. Please introduce yourself and your role.
Yeah, sure. I'm Pablo Villegas. I happen to lead our payments across Europe, Middle East, and Africa for AWS Web Services. And I happen to have the joy, actually, of meeting customers like yourselves and helping them to realize the value of the cloud from a business perspective.
So cloud is often used as a driver for transformation. How are payment players using it to unlock real business value?
So there's two angles to that point, right? On one end, it's our customers leverage the cloud when they do data transformation because of the agility that it brings, of the cost benefits, the elasticity that it comes with moving up and down your demand, ability to innovate faster, and last but not least, being able to basically scale globally at will. But if we look at what we see, specifically for payments customers, security and compliance is key, right? PCI DSS, PCI PIN, PCI kind of 3DS, this is key for payments customers, right? And having the ability to move now to moving the payments cryptographic services to the cloud or the card connectivity to the cloud is something that our customers are looking at. The other angle here is analytics and data, where our customers kind of leverage the vast amount of data that payments companies like yourselves kind of have and leverage to get further insights and leverage and data mine to kind of understand better your customers, right? For example, with Trustly, which is one of our customers as well, they're able to get customer insights 4 times faster at half of the cost, right? Wow. And last but not least, AI, ML, Gen AI, agentic. That's everywhere. But I want to make sure that we get this right because AI and machine learning have been there and used by many companies like yourselves for the last years. What's happening right now is agentic payments and the impacts that Gen AI is having. And that's where our customers are starting to move to production, Gen AI, and starting to play with agentic payments in the space. Giving you an example that I'm starting to discuss with customers, because this is what comes from customers, is payments orchestration, right? Mm-hmm. So a cognitive payments orchestrator that basically is able to understand and factor in a multi-agent kind of setup, like things like which corridors are cheaper than others, which liquidity associated to those corridors, conditions that you might have with different customers, where at the same time, when you put all that together, a central agent coordinates those many agents, actually gave the right route to meet your payouts.
Incredible. Very interesting. So legacy systems are still holding many players back. What's one practical step that fintechs or banks can take right now to move forward faster?
So what we see is two key drivers to address that, right? On one end is innovation. AWS, if I pick up 2024, we released more than 3,400 new significant services and features, which basically allow customers like yourselves to basically drive new features at a speed and a scale. The other key element there is partnerships, right? We have more than 140,000 partners, including yourselves. Customers are looking for solutions in the market that basically fit what they are looking for in a specific geographies and demand. Like Enfuce is providing that as cash as a service, and you guys are a partner of AWS.
What's one cloud-driven shift that you think will redefine how payments are built or delivered?
That's a tricky question because I don't have a crystal ball, but I can share what most of the conversations with customers are at the minute in two dimensions mainly. Real-time payments, that's one key element, and the other one is agentic, right? But real-time payments, I see a huge demand on basically identification of fraud in real time. Why? There are more payment rails out there that are basically in real time, and therefore basically solutions that are able to identify fraud in real time are critical. If I pick up an example that is there out in the market, JP Morgan processes thousands of transactions, and those thousands of transactions per second are screened in real time, protecting more than $10 trillion, which is fantastic, right? What you can do with the cloud. The other key bit, as I was flagging out before, agentic. Agentic is becoming a word, and we have seen that in the last 3 days, right? Agentic commerce is everywhere. When that's going to hit kind of production, that's going to still take time. But what we are seeing is actual use cases. The example I was providing before with payments orchestrator, right? That's most of the conversations we are seeing at the minute.
Great. Pablo, thank you so much for your insights.
Thank you very much.